Welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. So I'm going to be targeting some larger fish here, so that's going to require a larger fly rod. And what better package to go with than the Wild Water 7 to 8 weight fly fishing kit. Now the coolest thing about the Wild Water fly fishing kits is this is ready to go. I have the rod, I have the reel, I have accessories. The reel's already loaded. I am ready to go here. So right on top, I've already had the reel out. Here is our loaded reel, and you see I've got backing, I've got fly line already on here. I've also got a card in here, and this has a QR code, and it goes over anything you need to know about this rod. So this is how to assemble it, how to switch the reel over from right to left, basic casting, tying on your fly. Wild Water Fly Fishing doesn't just sell you kits, they are a great place to get knowledge as well. And I've got an accessory kit that I'm going to go over here in a minute. So with the reel and the tools out of the way, let's take a look at the rod. This is a 4-piece rod, and the sections are under 29 inches. And it is a 9-footer, 7 to 8 weight rod. And this is a Western style compressed cork handle. So this is the same style handle that I've got on my 5.6. And I love that just for compatibility. When I pick up one rod and when I switch to my larger rod or go back to my smaller rod, everything kind of feels the same to me. Here's my 5 to 6 weight. And you can see here on the back, it's kind of blank here. And on the bigger rods, I've got a fighting butt. That's a really cool feature, and I can't wait to get into fish big enough where I actually need this fighting butt. So here's the reel put together, and this rod, it's sensitive, but man, I've got a solid backbone on this thing. You can definitely tell this is intended for larger fish. Now I have 2 stainless steel stripping guides here, and this is going to get me into saltwater too. Now this 7 to 8 weight rod in my area, this is known as the Classic Midwestern Fly Rod. We do not have native trout here in Ohio. I've got a lot of trout in Pennsylvania. I've got a lot of trout in Michigan, but for me, for this area, not so much. This is primarily going to be used for steelhead. This is also going to be used for larger bass. I can get into pike with this. This is definitely going to accompany me on some saltwater fishing trips as well. This is an upgrade from the 5 to 6 weight rod. If you've already got a 5 to 6 and you've mastered or at least got a pretty good grip on the basics of fly fishing and you want to go after some larger species, this is the rod you need, and this is a heck of a setup to go with. Now I've got an outside pocket in that rod case that's got a fly box in it, but let's look at this accessory kit first. Now on my 5 to 6 weight fly rod, as well as my Tenkara, Wild Water Fly Fishing really sets you up. I have, here is a spare tapered leader. I've got a set of forceps. So for those forceps, I have a retractor. I've got 2 leaders in the bag, so you have a spare ready to go. Now with that rod, you know you're going to be targeting some larger fish, and so does Wild Water Fly Fishing. So you've got 2 packages of wire leaders. I have a spool of 0x tippet. I've got a nice large set of line nippers. And then on the back side here, this tool helps you tie a nail knot. And then for your nippers, you have a second retractor. Now in that outside pocket, I've got a fly box. And they really set you up with this. Check out that selection. This is really neat. Obviously, with the larger rod, I'm going to be throwing some larger flies. Check out the spun deer hair popper. That is really cool. That is definitely beyond my skill level as a tyer right now. If this is the kind of thing you like, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment in the comment box, and ring the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Burning River Bushcraft. I also teach outdoor classes at outdoorcore.com. Now, if catching larger fish on a fly rod is on your bucket list, check out Wild Water Fly Fishing. They have larger rods than this, and they even go down to smaller rods than the 5.6. And they're combos. So you can just get the rod if that's what you're after. But with these kits, you can literally open the box up on the water's edge and start catching some fish right away. Till next time, this has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you soon.